with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is a deceased man as well. They dig up everything. Him do this, him do that, him do this, him do that. Another deceased man, Martin Luther King, them say him used to cheat on Coretta, and him a this, and him a that, and him a white woman, and him a cheat, and ray. You see a pattern? You see a pattern? Them say Malcolm X sell out, and him this, and him that, and him did have girl, and ray, and blah, blah, blah. Now, the first question that I have is, and this is why I'm starting a podcast, this is why I'm starting a vlogger channel. I might not do the vlogging, but I'm going to have a team of people that is going to shed light on the greatness that these men have done and that we have been doing as a culture. Because no offense to no offense, but all offense to all of these vloggers that like to pull up the negative out of our community. I very rarely see any of these vloggers talk anything positive. About much that like we could scroll all day long on social media, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube. I very rarely see any vloggers, Caribbean vloggers in general, talk any kind of positivity when it comes to the Caribbean culture. It's always about some mix-up, who did that with who sleep with who did this, who did that. So this year what I decided to do is, I'm going to utilize my platform. We're going to shed light on the goodness that we have done over these years. And it's crazy that the man's birthday just passed, and we are in Black History Month, so to speak, because every month is Black History Month, if you ask me. But just highlight the fact that we're in Black History Month, and also the man's birthday just passed, and this is what we're talking about. Who did sleep with who? Rita didn't know, Rita didn't know, and Cindy this, and this and that, and this one. How does that feel, to carry so much negativity in your heart, that a man that has made such an impact, a global impact on the world, not just the Caribbean, not just Jamaica, the world. When Bob Marley went to England, when he went to New Jersey, when he went to New York to do his shows, it was a sea of white people. A sea of white people.
Hippies. And his last concert was in Pittsburgh at the Civic Arena in
anybody
1980.
who was a part of the legacy and a part of this man's life wants to speak out on it, that's fine. But as the characteristic that I got from Bob Marley, and anybody who knows the Rastafarian culture will know, be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah, they have
keep
more
things
than,
natural, spread love.
they
These
have
things,
more
that,
than
like,
one woman in
whatever.
gospel.
This is the culture, right? And at the end of the day, suppose Bob did not do what he did. Would we have a Damian Marley today? Would we have a Kimani Marley today? Would we have a Julian Marley today? I'm just trying to figure out why, we don't highlight on this day, right? And on this month, on his birthday, why don't we highlight the positive things? This is all I'm trying to ask. That's all I'm really asking. Is the negativity that strong that you say, you know what? In birthday just passed, we no business. Them a release a movie, we no business. A Black History Month, we no business. And this is the reason why. Because I'm going to segue into something else, but I'm not going to go fully into it until after we have this conversation. But this is the reason why you have so many YTs traveling all over in Jamaica to show the world the worst parts of Jamaica. Because they, in my opinion, they look at it as if them can chat them one another and bring down them heroes and them superstars, then why we can't do it too? And you know all them stay them frightened for when them see Japanese and white people and this people and that people, them frightened. Hey, can you take me down to Kingston 12? Can you take me down over to Spanish Town? Hey, can you get me a pass to go in Grant's Pen? Sure, no problem, sir. No problem, big man. You gonna pay we? You gonna give we our money? Come, show them how we dangerous. Show them how we live and we bridge light and thief water. Show them. Go ahead. This is a blog, okay? We can DJ on your blog. Long as we can DJ on your blog, me alright. Buy the whole with some juicy patty and we're going to carry it down in a one place, our one part, so you can see how we live, and you can see how we look, and you can see what we do for the day, and you can't just exploit we. It's a damn shame, ain't it? It's a damn shame. You got all of these Caucasian bloggers that's taking trips all over Jamaica. They're not showing the good stuff of Jamaica. They're not showing how beautiful the island is, the waterfalls. They're not showing all of these things. What they want to show is labor right and PNP and the politic war and the politics and this and that and they war and this is what's happening. Look, a Marga dog just ran past me. That Marga dog probably has a gun in his ass. Oh my God, look, there's gunmen over here. Let's talk to the gunman. Oh, the gunman is going to sing a song. Okay, let the gunman sing a song. As long as I can exploit you, it's fine. Because of the frightened for people. But when it comes to your own people, it's bring them down. We can go up on YouTube right now and find Portmore. I walk through Portmore. I walk through Spanish Town. I walk through Trench Town. I walk through this and I... Me can pull up on YouTube right now an Indian man a sit down with some so-called bad mans. Some so-called 87s and 93s. So what do you do during the day? Oh, me kill. Oh yeah, when the first time you ever killed? When I was 13, I stopped a boy in my neck. Yeah, and then what have you been doing ever since? I've been killing ever since. These are the things that we allow. No matter what Caribbean island it is. I'm not frightened for people too much. Somebody just commented and said, but that's the reality of Jamaica, so it should be exploited then. Is that what you're saying? Because that's the reality of Jamaica and Guyana and Grenada and some other places, because this is the reality that we're living, we should exploit it. I've never seen people in Russia. I've never seen somebody in Switzerland. And guess what? War and crime is all over the world. When you think? You think people don't dead by gunshot and stab up and chop up in a Switzerland and Holland and these places? Is that what you think? Do you think that the crime rate in Jamaica is higher than the one in America? Yeah, I know. Grenada do not have much crime. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. The crime rate in Jamaica and Trinidad mixed together, put together, is not higher than the crime rate in America. So let's get back to the point that I'm making. We're talking about Bob Marley. And like I said, I'm going to segue into that later. And we understand fully that poverty brings opportunities for people to take advantage. We know that. But at some point, you have to stand up for your dignity and your self-respect and your regard. At some point. Because the little money where you're gonna get to exploit your area and your community, it not gonna last and it not gonna help build up nothing neither. You can't house some homeless people with that money there. You can't build a place for people, for kids go school with. You can't build a library. Can you buy 20 tablets for the kids them where I go to school with that money there where you get to exploit your whole lifestyle? And how your neighborhood and how your community stay? Tell me. Because if that's the case, then okay. If that's the case, if the person that wants to exploit your community is bringing back to the culture and bringing back to the community to a point where it's not going to just buy everybody beef patty today. It's not going to just buy everybody a chicken back and white rice today. It's going to do something that the community could benefit off of for years to come. And then we join in and we add to the madness. We join in and add to the madness. So Bob Marley, a legendary man, the biggest Caribbean star in the world, the biggest. Me don't care who the guy, me don't care who you be. You got some parts of the world, them don't even speak English. But I bet you they can sing a Bob Marley song word for word. And here we are discussing how much baby mother I have, who didn't know about who didn't know about who.
That's what the back and I was for. Now I see why I saw that Cindy on Facebook talking about
instead of
they
defending the legacy and saying,
can't erase her.
The very little we have. The
But
very
she was
little we
seeing
have
him on the
come
side.
and beat it down. Big up to every Marley out there right now, whether it's Grand Pitney, whether it's great Grand Pitney, whether it's Pitney, whoever it is, big up all of them. I'm gonna big up all of them because on record there's 12 children, right? Damien Marley, Ziggy Marley, Rowan Marley, Sidella, right? Sidella Marley, Steve Marley, Kimani Marley, Julian Marley, Robert Marley, Madika Marley,
Never
Karen
see that
Marley,
one.
Stephanie Marley, and Sharon Marley.
Never see the last three.
This is on record. So if Bob breed your mother and we never know, then we don't know. Don't blame me.
Hey, it's gonna be juicy.
We don't know. This is what is on record. So if you have more information than the records, then no problem. Are your business. Let's stick to the point. The point that I'm making is Bob Marley's biopic is releasing on Wednesday. February the 14th is going to be releasing. It's called One Love. Bob Marley. A lot of people have mixed feelings about it. Why did they get a Trinidadian to play a Jamaican and blah, 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 and this and that. But let's just celebrate the greatness of it. If we want to have those conversations, I don't feel that social. Well, nowadays, nothing not safe when they come on to social media.
Right.
Missing people on TikTok have them loved ones on them deathbed on TikTok. Them a ball. Them a ball for the person who just take them last breath. But the record button has been pressed. A woman are gonna tell you what time she fertile. Big celebrity. I'm fertile on these days of these days. We don't need to know that. We there with you? You're ovulating, okay. What does that have to do with us? So nothing is safe when it comes to social media. But if we are not protecting what we value, then what are we really doing? What ground are we covering? Nothing is safe. So we're gonna beat down all the. So this is just going to show you, right? Because I always tell people, if our heroes and our leaders were living in this time and this era today, they would have been cancelled. They would have been this. Them would have been that. Them would have been everything. But it seems as if they don't have to live in this era to be cancelled. The people them can't even rest in peace. The people them cannot even rest in peace. The legacy that was built, the messages that has been put out, means nothing when you have your own people, I drag you. You dead? How long? No, we are going to come dig you up, you know. Because we want answers. We are going to come dig you up. We need some answers. We need to hear. We need to know. Yeah, you sing, boy. I don't want to wait in vain. Who you sing that for? When Rita done telling her already. Rita done telling her, you know. She was appointed to come and get woman out of his hotel room. When him tired of girl, when him tired of her, Rita, come remove that girl out of my place now. She look like she don't want to left, you know. You know what I mean? Look like she dig the kid, you understand? I mean, not too vibes are the way they stay, you know what I mean? Rita, I'm lift up that girl, you know. So did that take away the messages of all of the legendary songs that he's created? You know what I mean? I want practice I guitar and she don't want to live up. You know what I mean? She look where I'm about her business, you saying? So when Bob was singing all of these legendary songs and trying to fight for, you know, a era that he was raised in, and fighting against politics and fighting against repatriation, and I mean not fighting against repatriation, but trying to fight for that, and trying to fight for justice and peace among ourselves and all of these things. Does that take away what he did with his personal life? You see, this is the problem. A lot of people like to get involved in people's personal life. You know why? Because for them personal life is messy. So guess what? See, is it true like for them life messy? We are gonna mess up everybody else one. We are gonna mess up everybody else one. So I am going to open this topic up, and I want to hear from the people. I want y'all to give me y'all opinion about this whole uproar of Bob Marley and all of these things that's taking place right now, and all the, you know, what Cindy do, and Cindy didn't know him have a wife, and this and that, and ray, and Cindy still going to interfere with the man, and all of these things. The inspiration had to come from somewhere. Where you think you gotta just sit down and sing a song about turn your lights down low, just so? The inspiration had to come from somewhere.
Can I talk to you?
When the man said, could you be loved? Where it come from? When the man said, I don't wanna wait in vain for you. Where you think it come from? When the man said, Pimpers Paradise. Where you think it come from? Rita have her pity them and live her life and get paid for her background vocals, and she a sing in her background, you stay there. So I don't know how uno have problem with something where the woman never have a problem with. So I don't know, man. It just really seems to me as if there will be no black man, live or dead, that will go down in history as a great, and it stay the same. That's just what I feel. No black man will ever go down in history for the work that they put in, for the philanthropy, for the dedication, for all of these things that they have done. Means nothing, because we are gonna dig up your personal life. We are gonna dig it up. We are gonna find out who you breed and where them come from and which part them grow, and we are gonna find out all of these things. Don't worry, them soon find Barack. Only thing Barack get where? Them soon find something on him. All of them soon find something on them. You soon hear something, believe me. And then you hear the man come out and say, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to talk to you guys because I have been keeping a secret for the longest time, and I have been threatened for a lawsuit. The time that I was in Jamaica, I met a girl named Peter Gay. Or was it Marcy? I don't remember, but give me your views and your opinions. Let's discuss this topic. Like I said, September the 14th, which is this coming Wednesday, the One Love biopic of Bob Marley will be out. And I hope that you guys go out and support it. And I hope that you guys go out and you know,
February, dude.
with pride.
September.
And like I said, man, a lot of people got mixed reviews about that too. They got mixed feelings about that too because, you know, Ziggy did say him search wide and far and couldn't find a Jamaican to play Bob Marley. So him go England and find a man from England with the background of Trinidad. Girls. So man said just watch it. Jesus Christ. Telling about them teeth in fire stick there, you know. Telling about it. Who said September? I said September? If I said September, then my apologies. It's coming out this, like I said, this Wednesday. I said this before when I first heard about the movie, and I just feel like it would have been good to watch at least even one of his children or grandchildren play him. That was my personal opinion. I don't know if you know, I didn't see the movie yet, so I have no reviews on it or anything like that, but that's just how I feel. But anyway, let's talk to somebody, man. Let's hear what y'all feel about the Bob Marley uproar. One thing we can't tell you right now. Send y'all requests right now. Let's have a conversation. One thing we can't tell you. Bob Marley, Masanka, how much years ago? If owning that grave, then a cocky don't eat this. Somebody don't know war about the man cocky and I find out what the man cocky did do for what don't do and all these things. I don't know how to reach down there. Don't know. I don't know Rasta. I want to reach down the Rasta. I want to know no see Bob Marley did act. In time. You know see him did act. I want to know when they put on the tight pants there and the little denim top or whatever and the little Rasta color something and it locks them. You know, they knocks them kind of neat and weird but it's really neat and you know. Brown boy and then sit there. I want to know what I feel like. You no need to start talking about what you are doing a phone life. You no meet a man with 4 penny and still go there with the man. Why don't you talk about them something then? Put your life on social media. Why you don't do these things? You no go lie down with bum regular and waste man regular. I want to talk about that. At least Bob did have him money and have a career. Baba travel the world. Baba do him thing. So if him go England and meet a thing, murder. If him go to Barbados go meet a thing, murder. Take down. Let's get to the views of the others.
New on 11 at 11, a Westmoreland County harassing a police officer. Legal supervisor Eric Ross was found guilty of harassing.
Hold up, my hair.
Go on, go put on your bonnet and let's converse.
No, I have locks on the bonnet. Stop it.
You have locks. Okay, you have locks. So what you talking about your ear for then?
Hold on.
What your ear have to do with it if you have locks?
I mean, stop look good. I go on FaceTime. Hold on.
You know I want to tell enough of them people you talk. No for no mother get John down by Bob Marley, you know, but guess what? He never breed them. He never breed them. Them just get that one fuck and then them cut. So don't vex because your mother not telling the truth. She did rude.
So I just finished watching the movie, and it wasn't the part
No,
of
wait. Before you
Don't spoil it.
don't give me the
Don't
movie.
nah.
Don't tell me no bag nothing about the movie. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give the movie?
I guess what it said.
All right.
I would say 8.5, 8.5. And
Okay.
I'm not gonna give away the movie, but them the real top votes how he was on that showing thing to everybody. They didn't really show that part.
What the Gallus
I
part?
would like to see that part because we would like to see the drama.
The Gallus part. You like that? This is not Love and Hip Hop. This is One Love.
No, I don't watch that. I don't watch it.
No, I didn't say you watch it. I'm just telling you, this is not Love and Hip Hop. This is One Love. You're not
But
gonna
that's true. Everybody loves
Wait, you want to see? You want to see Cindy a fight Rita and them something, you know? You want to see? You want to go up on 56 Pope Road and war and say, "Hey, dirty girl, breathe for your man, go smoke yourself."
No, but so the thing that I would like to say is that everybody needs to understand that he was a Rastafarian man. So a lot of people say, "Oh, in waste man and all of them something there," but that is a
you for call Bob Marley a waste man. Oh, if you set your mouth to call
No,
Bob
I
Marley.
didn't say that.
No, not you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm talking in general. How could anyone? Let me change the wording. How could anyone change their fix their mouth for call the honorable Bob Marley a waste man? Oh, no for them father not do nothing for them, you know. Just breed them for them gone, you know. And then I call them father waste man, you know. Bob was a rolling stone. What's wrong with that? Turn your lights down low. This is what I say, right? This is how I feel. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I feel, right, that if a man meets a woman and states his intention to her, and she is okay with that intention, you cannot call that man anything else than but a man, because at least he's coming to you in an honorable, respectable way and telling you what in depth on. And as I said earlier, Bob did used to tell Rita, "Come get that gal out of my room." So if Bob was that type of person, right, to tell Rita, say, "Rita, you know what, sir, that girl don't want to live out of my room. She been left now, you know."
Rita was his rock.
That's his right hand. You know, are you and Rita married? Something like that, you know. She get the Marley because, you know, she's a backup singer. She take Marley.
No, they were married. Don't do that. They were married. 15 years.
That's not what Bob said, but I'm not here to discuss whether they're married or not. Bob actually was like, you know, whatever. But like I said, that's not the purpose of the conversation. The purpose of the conversation is, why are we tearing down a hero, a world hero, somebody that name is sketched and engraved in the global uprising of the Caribbean? Why are we tearing that down?
I think first it's based on education. A lot of people see him from an American standpoint, and they don't understand.
Yeah, but them people have breed for some dirty man when not mind for them people, but I mind other people and
that's the problem too. They're relating the man them deal with them take the broke man and them take breed for them want to put them little stereotype them pan Bob. You understand? And so it still goes back to emotion. But number one is the lack of education. First, everyone has to understand what Rastafarianism is. That's the beginning of it. Once you teach that, then they're able to understand. Okay, so
Probably they feel like I think they feel like Rastafari means don't eat meat, smoke weed, and hail Selassie. I think that's what they mean. I think that's what they think it means.
It's more to that. My father's a Rastafarian and says it's a way of life.
And to my knowledge, Rasta don't even use condom on them something.
No, natural.
Babylon.
They will
Babylon problematic.
breed you motherfucker.
Nobody
If
can
you let
bring
them.
yamins to my father. Mad. Sticking out your head.
That's why you got enough kids.
Yamins, Jano.
They no picnic, them to breed, them to believe in all that. And them to feel that everybody must live under the same roof. It's right back to being a concubine. Everybody living in the same roof.
So if a Rasta man have what? A Rasta man can have 2, 3 wives?
That's what them try to do. But you know the Jamaican woman now.
That's what them try to do.
That's
what them try to do.
Yeah, they still do it in Africa today, but
No, in Africa it's
just
different.
back in Africa.
Africa is different. Africa is different. Not in Jamaica.
Well, the Rastafarian men think that they could do that. The Jamaican women not deal with that. Gun for bust your mother, brick in their head.
That not gonna work.
Brick in their head.
Them come through up on. Good evening. Hello. Hello. Good evening. Good night. Okay. This person didn't really come to that. If you can, just hit the button so that you can exit out.
Okay.
If you don't want to talk. No, not you. I'm talking to the other person over here. Just exit out. Just hit the exit button if you don't want, because if I take you off, then it's gonna mess up. Blessed family. Where are they from? That person like them asleep. John knows that. I'm gonna ask them out, because they don't know about that.
Yeah, talk about the Bob, you know.
Oh snap! I X out the wrong person. Sorry. Go on, talk, bro.
Yeah, man. As a February man, you know what I mean? There's way more to know about who we is as human being. We're not just a human being, brother. We are human species. But when it comes to woman, as I said, you know what I mean? Women are very peculiar, brother. And Bob Marley was a famous man. And, you know, I do believe that, you know, Rita Marley, as I said, she deserved certain things, but she was with a man that become famous. You get what I'm saying? And he had to travel around the world and do certain things, and you know what I mean? But February, man, as a man, we're born February, that's a year of a rat.
Aquarius.
Yes, that is a year of a rat, brother. I want to
say my father, my daughter, and my son is Aquarius.
All right. So, Major, to be real, as I said, a lot of people look at life very different. Just as you as a comedian, as a motivator, you do certain things, as I said. Bob have a lot of children. I never my purpose to say, well, I need to get 10 children, 7 baby mother. You get what I'm saying? I was raised in a home where my mother never be honest to me, but she raised me right. She never wanted to accept when me reach certain age to have a girlfriend. When me I got school, my first girlfriend and everything there, because she has done wrong. So what she do, she try to use for her wrong and mold me in a way and not give me that freedom when me need.
Well, this is what all parents do, really and true. Right? All of us do it. Because enough of the things them what we do, we don't want to see the kids them come and beat night. You understand? So therefore we try to protect them best interest, because we have made the mistakes. We don't want our children to make the same mistakes. However, they're gonna have their own mistakes. You understand?
I
hear me, brother? Okay.
Yeah.
Good night. Hey, good night, sweetie. Talk to me.
Good night. I think a lot of it may just come from, religion. A lot of times you come up with grandparents and different things. We got this religion over time, and you look up to this perfect God, right? So then you turn around in your life and you try to be perfect, right? And you're not even really able to be perfect. You know, you're getting a relate. You see parents, and you look at them as perfect. After they turn around, realize they're not perfect. Then you look and you get with a mate. A lot of people, you know, have men and stuff like that, and then after they turn around and you know marriages break up because they're looking for this perfect person and this person who don't have no faults to be made. But all reality, you know, reality.
I'm gonna say this, right?
Yeah.
I'm listening to you. Good.
In all reality, it's a journey. And then when you come to realize, like, yo, why am I Xing people out of my life because they ain't do the right things all the time? And you turn around, you by yourself. So it's something that each individual has to come to a realization at their own points. You know, and that's a self journey in order to look for somebody else and see the good in somebody else. Because you taught to look up to this thing that's not attainable. So when you walk that walk and you realize what's going on, then you could say, you know what? You start thinking different. But a lot of times people don't give themselves that chance. A lot of people living in a world where they wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, they don't even have time to think about their own self. So of course you're going to project
say
that
this,
on
right? I'm gonna say this, right? I wouldn't give religion all of the blame when it comes to that. I'm gonna say this, right? Yes, there's a structure that comes from religious belief of, you know, especially Christianity, that talks about having one wife and one husband and all of this stuff, and you know, finding your wife and all of that, right? However, if we take religion out of it, right? Yeah. If we take religion out of it, we still have that foundation. You know why? Because look at the difference between the upbringing of a boy and a girl, right? The upbringing of a little girl, right? She's playing with dolly early. She's playing with kitchen set early. She's playing with teacup and this and that and teacup party and dress up party and all of these things. So there is a fantasy that's built in females growing up. When a little boy is growing up, because the fantasy that's being structured in her mind, right, is I'm gonna be a mother, I'm gonna be a wife, I'm gonna be a great woman, and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, right?
But
the little boy, hold on, sweetie. The little boy that's growing up, he's not playing with. What is he playing with? He's playing with tools. He's playing with cars. And this is what we grow up. This is what we grow up wanting. So we want the nice fast cars and the pretty cars, and we want to be able to build a nice big house and be able to change a flat tire and all of these things. When y'all looking for the baby, the wife, the this, the that. So it's two different things that we're talking about.
But
yeah, right.
Then we have to ask ourselves this question too. Mm-hmm. Are they geared towards those things because they're giving them? Or are they geared because if I'll
give them as toys.
I'll say this to you. Right?
Yeah.
You saying that they're giving those things, right? It's not. Well, I'm about to answer you. It's not just about being given those things. It's about the programming, right? Because if you take, like I said, if you take religion out of it, you still got TV commercials that's showing My Little Pony and Tony. You got Barbie. You got all of these dollies that's on TV. So little girls is watching this and they're seeing this tempting commercial that has this new doll and there's a bottle and the milk looks real and it looks like it's really drinking the milk and this and that. Just like how when we were growing up as children, we probably couldn't afford it, but we'll see the tanker truck and we'll see the tool set and we'll see all of these things that we want.
Yeah.
Understand me? So it's not right. So now you know they're gonna cry for these things because you want your mother buy these things for you, right? And then you might get a one or two when Christmas come or whatever. You get a one or two piece, and you go and work with that. But at the end of the day, this is why a lot of women today try to build a bear. They want to build a man to their liking. Instead of accepting the man for who he really is, you're trying to create this man in your brain. And when this man does not live up to your expectations in your brain, then he's a piece of shit.
You're right.
You know what?
And they have
You know what? You know what's crazy?
They have issue too because they don't want to be honest to their mother. You get what I'm saying? And we cannot raise children without mother and father, regardless we are not together, yes or no. Because for years they're making it seem like say mother is more important than father. What we need to do, as I said, you can't say you want to raise the kids by yourself. We should. When you take the vagina and the penis out of it, we're supposed to be able to co-parents respectively for the sake of the children. Boys must be, like you say, boy, it is very important for boys raised by the mother, regardless the father is there. You know why?
Watch this though.
We can understand what a woman is because he's gonna be with a woman. Girls not supposed to miss out of the father life if you wouldn't have so much infidelity and certain molestation because the woman will understand a man more better.
So hold on. Go ahead, talk. Go ahead.
I remember, right? I grew up in Brooklyn, and my mother, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, right? My father lived in Trinidad, right? He didn't live up here. And my mother used to tell me about, I didn't really know because I didn't really see nobody with fathers in my neighborhood.
She like a chili tomato.
And my mother, not that we didn't communicate with him. She said, your father lived in Trinidad. And when he was in Trinidad, he used to mind me. And that's all I really knew. So when I go down to Trinidad and I checked my father, you know what I'm saying? I still respected him and everything. And I didn't really have a picture in my mind. You know, if my mother had a boyfriend, he was outside. She never bring him inside. So I didn't really know what I wanted in a man. So I picked myself.
That also plays a big part. You know what I'm saying? Having a father figure involved in either boy or girl's life, because it's gonna make it does make a difference. You understand? And a lot of bitter baby mothers don't understand that you're subjecting your child to grow a certain type of way because you're trying to hinder that relationship between the father and the thing because of your personal problem. You understand what I'm saying? So let me just respond to this person. They said you're talking crap. You the one who goes after women who built an ass and boobs. Let me explain something to you, because clearly a lot of people don't understand this as yet, right? Men fall for what they see, women fall for what they hear. Okay? That's why you see let me not say most, hold on. That's why you see a lot of women could be with an ugly man. Because I went tell her. It's not because I went look. It's what him tell her. Him sweet up her head and all kind of thing. And she fell for what he's saying. He made her actually believe what he's saying. And whether it's false or whether it's truth, what he says is what's more attractive to the woman than how he actually looks. Men, we fall for what we see. And 9 times out of 10, let me just say this to y'all real quick. 9 times out of 10, right? If you ask a man, do you want a wife or woman that is manufactured? 9 times out of 10, he'd be like, no. Would you smash something that's manufactured? Of course. Because that's what we deal with. We deal with our eyes. So and 9 times out of 10, you can, like nowadays, you can't even tell who body done and who body not done. Right. If them go one good doctor, you're not gonna know until you turn her in a back shot and you see the 2 drain hole on her back. That's when you start seeing it. And you say to yourself, Jah knows time. I think that thing that is naturally sexy and look good. And look, you know. You understand me? So at the end of the day, we are 2 components that's supposed to work together. However, we are structured and wired differently. And the quicker that we understand each other, the better off we are.
Well, I like
stop with
like how you said that, baby, because you could have gotten your bag with that comment. it shows a lot of growth as a person for you to answer like that, because that's how you have to give it to them. Because a lot of people, like I said, people work so much, they into all these other things that they don't have time to do their own work and their own journey. You know what I'm saying? So you responded like that shows a man who has done the work that he's supposed to, you know what I'm saying, to be here.
You know,
I appreciate that.
I want to say this, you know, and I always can say this publicly. See, I am a man that raised by a mother that she can't read. My father can't read, but there she's a great person.
Of course.
My mother taught me to wash, cook, and clean. You get what I'm saying? How many parents would want to structure this thing in their kids' head? I know that is important. You get what I'm saying? Level by level. We learn things in the Caribbean and come to the first world country where first world country people get reading, cannot do certain things academically. Are they open up to learn? Because as I said, sharing is caring. You get what I'm saying? Because what we know, where we coming from the Caribbean, we literally, the food that we eat comes in seasonal. We don't have to inject anything for it to grow fast. So we wait for these things. When you're out here, everything got to be on a rapid. You see what I'm saying?
So you always gonna have people that lack certain things, right? Like for example, me, like from what I know, right? If you grew up in a Caribbean home, 9 times out of 10 you know how to cook, you know how to wash, you know how to clean, and you're not gonna tarry in a dirty place, right?
Yes, man.
Your education may not be 100%, but
Yes.
but these actual things, I wish me a kid man that never back.
That's my husband.
Big up husband, big up yourself.
Ready, if I relax away, if I ready.
You know, man, I said, come over the life there and make me do this thing here, because you just do the attack. But what I'm saying is, right, when you talk about the states now and the bigger countries, then you might find a career woman that don't know the cook.
Right.
She is smart, no ras. She have masters. She have so you very, very rarely find those women that could handle it all. Right? I think you on mute. You muted?
Me?
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you just now.
No, somebody in the comments was trying to be a little rude now, so I did a little whisper.
Oh, okay. Oh, you gave him a whisper.
Kind of a little whisper. Yeah.
One of those. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to what we was talking about, Bob Marley.
Yeah.
I don't see none of his kids suffering.
No.
I don't know not one child that Bob contributed to that is suffering.
No, they're not.
I see most Marleys is good.
Yes.
Off of his legacy.
Yes.
I see. You see, when that person, a man, a woman, anything, they go through that life, you gain that experience so that you can be able to say certain things. You can't beat nobody down because they done did some shit. You know what I'm saying? Over time, you're supposed to learn, and if you don't understand that, then you're just lost.
But these are the things that I see, though. Like Martin Luther King. As much as he fought, got locked up, got stoned, spit on, dogs set out on him, all kind of shit, right? Yet, there's people out there that try to disregard all of that to say, oh, I'm used to cheap and correct with white woman. And it's always us saying it. It's never the white tea or the Asians or it's always us.
But you remember what the other girl said before? She was like, you were asked about the movie and if she had wanted to see a little drama, right? It's almost like human behavior almost sometimes to want, it's like a spectacle, something to see, something happen. Also, you know what I'm saying? But what I realize is too, you got to protect your eyes and your ear gates. You can't just start watching everything. Like sometimes people send you stuff. It's all kind of thing. You open it, and then your eyes so open. There's such.
Well, one thing that I've learned, right, in my years of being on this earth is that the only consumption is not just food consumption. You also consume mentally. You also consume what's going in your mind. What you're hearing. Are you gonna if you're gonna entertain it? All of these things is consumption. and you have to be mindful about what you're consuming. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's talking to me and talking negativity right through, guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be a product of that conversation. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to protect my energy. I have to protect what I'm consuming, what I'm being told, because those things mash up even friendship, even them things that even mash up relationships.
Yeah. Most of the time,
a woman could go out with her 4 friend them, right? A woman can go out with her 4 friend them in it. Yes, she have a man. Yes, he have his little ways about him or whatever the case may be. But that could be amplified by the conversation that you have with your other 3 friends. And guess what? You know leave from that bar there or that sushi place or whatever you did there, and come home and start a problem or give this man an attitude based off of what this girl was saying.
But most of the time, if you're on a different frequency and level, you're attracted. You can't even take people like that around you. You know what I'm saying? What does darkness have to do with light? You can't, even if you try, you know what I'm saying? You might be bored. You want, you know what I'm saying, hang out, you know what I'm saying? You want to fuck with, you know what I'm saying? But if you usually can't even take it.
You know, I want to say this when you
energy.
I want to say this when we finish. What we need to do, we just need to be honest on both sides. And a lot of people, some of us will come up short somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We all come up short somewhere in our life, and this the word that God said, one and wash the other. You get what I'm saying? If a woman can't read, she will be honest. If a man can't read, he will be honest. That don't mean that the world done. If you can't do certain things, open up to learn. You get what I'm saying?
Well, in my experience, what we were put here to do was to, of course, procreate and also to accommodate each other. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no just me. There's no just a woman, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm a father, right? And my kids live with me, and they live under my roof, and I do everything. I don't say, me don't want a woman to come help me, but me now go just choose anybody to come in my house and try. You understand? Because you got to understand, this is things that I've learned in the past. You have to understand that who you choose will affect how your child turns out. It's going to affect the mood and the energy in the house. It's going to affect how you save financially. All of these things is gonna be affected by who you choose.
You know what I think too? I think like sometimes, right? Like if you're with somebody and you don't really have children with them, you know what I'm saying? It could never be complete. It don't feel complete. No matter how you try to put it together, no matter how you try to, what they call it?
What you saying? You got to breed for somebody
No,
for it to be complete?
I feel like that. And here's why I feel like that. Is because sometimes a woman have, you know, a man in her household. You don't know what kind of man that is, and the back of people's mind, you don't know what people is be thinking. You know what I'm saying? Or a man bring a woman into his household. A lot of time they be jealous of people, kids, the man kids, even though they're smiling, they don't really want that.
True. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know how old you are, but in this age that I'm at, that I've basically raised all my children already. I don't know if I get married tomorrow. I'm not. I don't feel like I have to have a child with my wife. How I would like to, just to kind of like, you know, feel that. But where I'm at right now, shoot, my youngest child is 14. I ain't no rush to be nobody no more right now to go buy Pampers and milk.
When the child in the home, though, I'm talking about when the child in the home. It's different. That's a great point. I'm not talking about that. But if you with a woman and you have your young children in the mix of that, it's crazy. A lot of times, and people know that they feel a little something about it. When your children older, you done thing and they go on their way. That's fine, you know. That's a whole different scene.
I think we're gonna have more fun if you
being
go get
older.
if you go get that ring in your box, and we could nut away and have a great time. I feel like we're gonna have more fun that way. I mean, unless your wife don't have children, right, or your man don't have children, then that's different. But if you and most of the time people be having children nowadays. So I mean, if you got a child, I got children. I've done kind of like, you know,
Do you
get that ring?
like even that? I want to know what the people think. Like if you have children that are inside of your home, that you have another person who is not their father there, it doesn't really feel like complete. Or is it just me?
So then why be with that man then?
Because you're trying. You know what I'm saying?
No, what you trying to do? I mean, what is there that? All right, so today I was watching something on TikTok. A man was saying that he's been with a woman for 10 years. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it was it was on my timeline. A man been with this woman for 10 years. He been in her daughter's life for 10 years, right? And he has her.
Wedding?
Yes, the wedding. Yeah. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, right?
That's just cool.
To me,